Oh, I wanted to open the show to that and I forgot. We are on the air now, folks. This is another episode of Address This Mess brought to you here in this sick studio. No special guest tonight. We just got your host, Michael Stang.
We're on old school.
And myself, Alex Mackenzie. We're going to bang out some quick sponsors here. For all your human optimization needs, if you need shit for working out or for nutrition for your brain, you want to be a little smarter so you don't stumble on those words like I do, go to Onnit, ONNIT.com. Actually, if you go to addressthismess.com and then click our sponsors page and click the link, you can save yourself 10% on some shit.
Onnit products are the shit. If you want to buy other stuff that's not workout stuff, or even some workout stuff, you can go to Amazon.com. It's a giant superstore. You can get anything you want on Amazon. So if you're looking to shop online, it's a place to do it. You go to the addressthismess.com, click on the banner, go through, and they'll kick us some money. Of course, we kick that back to the troops. Audible.com. Audible.com is a child company of Amazon. They do audiobooks. You listen to any audiobooks? Reading books right now?
Not right now. I just finished
Archie's Double Digest.
It was a tough bathroom reader.
Audible.com. You go to the addressthismess.com and click on the banner, and you go to audible.com. You get one free download for any book you want.
And 1 month free.
Badass. And if you're tired of paying too much for razors, get in line. But you can use dollarshaveclub.com.
Skip the line and go to dollarshaveclub.com,
where this badass guy will send them right to your door, and they're pretty quality razors, and it's pretty cheap. So,
$3.50 per month here in Canada. Oof. I use it for my edging. You can see I do rock a full beard, but I do like a good razor for edging it in.
You should tell people you edge more often.
Yeah, I edge.
Do you know what edging is?
No.
No?
No, what's edging? Oh, boy. What is it? Is it like
dollarshaveclub.com? Check it out.
Is this
edging?
Like when you tricked me into what docking is? Was this when I said I wanted to share skins
real.
when we were playing that game of golf? You sicko?
Docking is painfully real. That's no joke, but neither is edging. Edging, as far as I know,
like hedging your bets.
No, I think it exists in autoerotic asphyxiation.
Okay, I'm into that.
So if you're choking yourself out, you're getting yourself to this point where you're fading but not going away.
Oh, so you're edging. You're playing with the edge.
And I think you're doing the same thing with your orgasm at the same time. Like you're keeping it at a high level, like a tantric level.
Yeah.
Where you're holding it. And it's all very close to happening. But you're...
Fitzy? Is that his name? What's the guy's name?
You're waiting for this little
American Pie
build up. The more you know. Some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cot?
Yeah, well, I was going to go into some scientific stuff with that guy that I was reading about.
What guy? Bill Cosby? Oh, by the way, it's New Year's.
Yeah.
December 31st, and this is the day that Bill Cosby was arraigned for what we've all been led to believe was a series of sexual assaults. Who knew, man? Who knew?
America's sweetheart.
You just never know. Like, somebody call it. Call who's next.
That would be crazy, hey?
Somebody call who's the next guy who you never thought in a million years was coming to that kind of a screeching halt.
Regis Philbin comes into my head. I don't know why.
Regis?
Just because he's old. I feel like you got to be old.
Regis and a Ponzi scheme. Regis doesn't need a Ponzi scheme. That guy's got God money. He's got to be doing something terrible. Yeah. He's got that daytime television money. Ooh-wee. That is serious. That market for like how
do you think he made his money from
middle-aged women that are home during the afternoon?
Yeah,
that market is gigantic.
Who are those doctors that are on there? It's not Dr. Phil. It's like that.
Dr. Phil's not a real doctor. It's weird.
Yeah, I
don't know how he gets away with that. It's like his moniker. It's like a nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the Dr. Phil. Old Dr. Phil.
Yeah. What is he?
No honorary doctorates.
Does he have like a
he's
master's
some sort of like a
degree?
psychiatrist, I think, was his thing. But not a doctor. No PhD.
But to be a psychiatrist, don't you get a degree in psychology? Or no?
You might have a degree, but not a doctorate.
Right.
To be a psychiatrist, I think to be a psychologist.
Right. That's the good one.
Yeah. You need something like that. But
I knew a broad once that took like Psych 101, and she was claiming she's a psychiatrist.
Really?
I was like, you took like a fucking 6-month course. You don't even know how your own brain works, woman. Let alone you're going to try to tell people how theirs is going.
Well, theirs is scientifically smaller. Did you know that?
Really?
No.
Damn it. Got so excited.
Some firepower to throw in your next feminist argument.
Yeah, I was gonna take that on stage too.
Your brains are smaller. Science.
Women.
That's not true.
Oh, I love throwing out that line from that song. It's like, women are stupid and I don't respect them. That's right. I just have sex with them. You ever throw
John
that out?
Lajoie. That guy's pretty fucking clever. You know who's
That was the most viewed video on YouTube for a while, man. Like he held it for like a year or so. Show me your genitals.
yeah, it's weird that they kind of the way that fame comes real quick,
I mean,
like in a
the
viral
dichotomy
video.
of that video. Like, I've been trying to learn new words, people, and I'm just using them in all the wrong places. Just leave the semantics to Stinger, okay?
Superintendent of mayoral candidate, bipartisan. What were we just talking about?
That guy's video. Show me your genitals.
Oh, John Lajoie, and the way that viral fame comes real quick.
Well, it's weird to me, like,
I've been getting to see a few YouTube stars lately, coming to know who they are and seeing their content.
well, it's like Bo Burnham came the whole way through YouTube.
Bo
didn't he?
Burnham is a genius.
But no, I don't think Bo Burnham's a flash in the pan.
Bo
at all.
Burnham is a goddamn genius. That guy's touring again. I was actually just gonna say that.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got this new tour.
Is he coming up here at all?
I don't think so. Not that I saw, anyways.
It's all in the States?
I think so.
Right. I really want to go to a show. Since his show, it's more than like a comedy show. It's a show.
He's a one-man show,
Yeah, he's legitimately a show. It's crazy. Like that.
but he can hang. Like he can hang in
was
the
it
clever
Bo-
department. Like
Bo
in a
Burnham,
conversation.
what? That was what it was, right?
Yeah.
His last one was what?
Yeah, that was his first ever one, man. That guy's super young
Yeah.
and super good at what he does.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
apparently,
those songs are deep. Like they're not
no, they're not. Yeah,
exactly
it's not like
just
stuff.
clever, funny,
Well,
goofy stuff.
that's the difference between like the song "Show Me Your Genitals" or like regular, everyday, normal guy. Like I really like that guy, whoever he is.
John Lajoie.
Is he the same guy that does "Show Me Your Genitals" and regular, everyday, normal? Guy?
Yep,
Oh damn.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Show Me Your Genitals. I'm not dead sold on,
Okay.
and I don't think I've ever heard it.
Really?
I don't think so. I probably
how
have.
did you know
It just
that?
didn't
How
stick.
did you know it was him when I said?
Because he does all those things. I
women
just
are
assumed
stupid
that.
and I don't have.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you-
assuming like I'm 90%. I'm just
Right.
I can't put that song in my head right now and picture the video because his videos were kind of as clever as all of it.
I can show you.
But I think I've mentioned it
this
before.
guy-
Bo Burnham. Yeah, it's John Lajoie.
Yeah.
He's on the.
And he's
He's
John
on the
Lachey.
league.
And he's the same guy that does.
How many views is that
Oh yeah, I should. Look
all
it up.
time?
Well, it's weird because you got to make sure you get the right link, right? 70 million.
Sweet baby Jesus, that's a lot of money coming your way. What did this cost to make? $10?
If that. But I like seeing how
Weird
relevant a video is by when the last time a comment was made. Right? 3 weeks ago we got a couple 2 weeks ago, 5 days ago, 3 days ago.
Dude, I feel like, don't you feel a dirty feeling just looking at YouTube comments? Like, oh, you're in the wrong place right now.
Well, you just know you're not going to learn anything.
Yeah, like when you're reading stuff, it's like, do I hate everybody? Do I think everybody's a fucking idiot until proven otherwise?
Well, I think that comes with getting older, because as you meet older people, they just seem to think that everyone else is stupid, and they're the only ones that have this thing figured out.
Yeah, it's weird because you can't be a hater
Yeah,
if you have anything that you're not taking care of in your life. I mean, you can't really get away with being a hater otherwise. Like, period. Like
I
no
don't-
matter what you're doing.
I don't get Tosh's deal.
Who's this?
Oh, like Daniel Tosh.
Right, but or sorry.
Why?
What's his deal?
Well, just because he shits on everything, right? And that's his thing, is to shit on everything. So naturally, like when I watched him, and I love his stuff. I think he's an amazing comic. I love all his shit. But when he's shitting on stuff all the time, immediately I'm trying to think of something to fire back at him. I'm like, Kale, I'm gonna say some shit about you here, but I'm like, he doesn't say he likes anything. He thinks everything is stupid. Like, I guess that's what you could go at him for. Is just say you're stupid, like you think everything's stupid. But like he just shits on everything, so it's like really hard to go at a guy who just doesn't like a thing.
Yeah. Well, he likes football teams and stuff. And like I guess he likes, I don't know. It's hard to say, but you're right, especially in his act.
Yeah. Well, on Tosh.0 anyway, right?
Yeah.
On the actual show, he's always just shitting on all of it.
Yeah. And he shits on the things he likes. On
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff?
One of the biggest questions, like, is he gay? I don't think he is.
No, but he's really
He really flirts with that line.
yeah.
Like there was that one Tosh.0 episode where they're just like grinding, where they're getting body massages. That's like him laying down covered in oil. Then he has another dude just riding up and down on him on oil. Like that's pretty gay, right?
Well, it's gay, but I think like it's hilarious, and he's getting a bunch of money to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not gay. It just means it's easier.
You can justify it, I guess. You have means of justifying your gayness.
And you either are gay and you're having a laugh with it, or if he's straight, then he's so confidently straight that he's willing to be able to do all this absurd stuff.
Yeah. You ever had a gay dude hit on you?
Yeah.
Is it weird? Did it creep you out? I think it's fucking weird.
Oh, I just didn't even see it coming, period.
Yeah. Where was it?
I was outside of a bar.
Outside of a bar?
Yeah.
In town here?
Yeah.
Was it the gay bar?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's really weird. I had it happen at Pemberton at the music festival. And this gay guy just came up. I was standing in line to get water. And he just started hitting on me. And then I was like, no, man, like, don't. And then, like, all my buddies started egging him on. They're like, oh, dude, smack his ass. And I'm like, no, dude, like, don't smack my ass. And the guy's like, oh, like, kind of, like, dancing around me. And I'm like, we're doing, like, a shuffle. I'm, like, trying to avoid so he can't hit my ass. And they're like, do it, smack his ass. And so I can't get mad.
So you pull guard.
I go for
now he's really into it.
I go for a single leg, right? I get on top of the guy. He wraps his legs around me. Next thing I know, I'm questioning my own sexuality here in the middle of a field here at Pemberton Music Festival. There's love in the air and doing it under a giant flower. I always wondered if someone could just make you look so bad by just cutting your thing. Like, I know I'm not important enough to have someone fuck with your shit. But like even that thing where I just said women are stupid and I don't respect them, you could just take that clip and play it. And it just sounds like I'm just throwing it out there.
It's your voice, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that happens too much anymore. I don't know.
No, I don't think.
But it really creeped me out. And anyway, going back to the gay guy hitting on me, it was weird because I didn't like it at all. But I'm like, I can't get that mad at this guy because all my friends are egging him on and shit. So I can't just like be like, dude, like fuck off, like and start. So I'm like being like, no, man, like it's okay, like no. And they're like doing it, so I'm kind of laughing and running and like. It really creeped me out, though, how much it bugged me. So, like, why did it bug you so much? Like, just who cares, man? Like, he's hitting on you and fucking leave it. Like, why were you so uncomfortable? Like, do you question your sexuality, you weirdo? You know, you should be confident. You should just be like, yeah, dude, smack it.
Dude, everybody back in the day
but to me, it just
was
gives
bisexual
me the jeebies.
As fuck.
It gives me the jeebies. Yeah, when you look at, like, you're going off like a
like
Game of
real
Thrones
history.
reference.
Yeah. Game of Thrones reference.
That's all anyone watching. That's what they say.
In a different realm.
What's Game of Thrones?
No, Game of Thrones is make 'em up. It's like it's all fake. It's like Lord of the Rings. But
which one's the one that they all fuck each other?
They do that on there. There's fucking.
Isn't Game of Thrones just medieval times?
But I'm just saying, like,
or they're dragons in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
there's dragons.
Yeah,
really?
I mean, it's swords and bows and arrows, but there's some mystical shit. It's like some magic, but it's more just like a Spartacus or like a. Even like you watch 300, all those guys?
Yeah, like a John
Wayne. I mean, straight men don't have abs like that. They just don't. But those guys would all, like, if they were just, I mean, I don't think when they went to battle they were out there just sucking each other off.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. But they had this weird
giving head on the battlefield.
It wasn't. There was this weird culture where, like, overindulgence was the order of the day because life was so short and the world was really still really inhospitable with disease and war and just crazy people. There's no order anywhere.
Right.
So it could all be over tomorrow. Like, you don't know. And they would go to vomitoriums where you would just eat.
Vomitoriums? Eat till you vomit?
You would eat and drink, and then you would go to the vomitorium and throw up, and then go back and eat and drink. And
really? That was a real thing?
A real thing. Like, yeah, it was a big part of, like, their party.
Wow.
Like, they'd be doing that tonight for sure. But then they would have these fat-ass orgies.
Yeah.
Where it was like, find an orifice.
They just put it in there.
It doesn't matter who it was, what was going on, what you wanted to do. Like, just fit yourself in. Like,
what if you like? Were
like
you fair? Was everyone just fair game? Like, you could just be plowing a chick, and a dude just starts going on behind onto you.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa! But it's like, hey, come on, buddy. This is how we play. You step through the door. You accepted. You signed the policy.
Yeah.
Well, like iTunes terms and agreements.
You probably even had to know like a hierarchy of who was who and who takes it. And who gives it? I don't know. On Spartacus, they did one where he's banging some slave girl and talking to his wife at the same time. And she's like just standing right there. Casual, like not even blinking.
Like not even blinking, and I just
if they're actually talking about something kind of serious.
Right.
And she's just like not paying attention to it. And then they finish the conversation and he gives like this little wave. And I think he says my turn or something. And like some slave boy comes and starts fucking him in the ass while he's fucking this chick.
Really?
And then that can get him off. I was like, what?
What in the hell of it?
Like, are you just... Like, you could be born by... Like, you're born by, just like you're born... Because I had this conversation before.
I think you're born open, aren't you?
Some people say when somebody's bi that they're 50-50, and it's not. It's 100-100.
Yeah.
Like, you're not half gay. You're gay as fuck.
Yeah.
But you're just straight as fuck at the same time.
Yeah. You're just fair game for everything.
You're just down to play the game.
Right. Yeah, you'll do it either way. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
You're into it.
I heard a thing that everyone is bi. Well, not everyone, but if you like watching porn, you're bi.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's what I heard. If you're like, because it's like if you like watching a guy fuck a girl and that gets you off, you're bi. But I'm like, I don't think so.
No, you're not, because it's a real thing to be bi.
What about Red Band? Here's a question: are you gay if you like watching a she-male fuck a chick? That thing. Did you hear about that thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like you're watching porn, so it's a dude. He's had a sex change. He still has a dick, but he's got like tits and looks like a girl. Looks like a girl with a dick. Fucking another chick.
Chicks with dicks, bro.
Yeah, so is that straighter or is that gay? Why do we always resort back to porn?
I don't know, man. It's nasty, though. It's just so relatable.
This is just a mess. It really needs to be addressed. We've been doing this for 2 years now, going on 3, and we still haven't figured this goddamn thing out.
It is a conversation that guys don't have enough. Everyone tries to pretend like it doesn't go on.
Because I don't know. I feel like there's something weird there if you're watching that. Like, I haven't stooped into that realm yet.
Dude, think about all the times when you're just scrolling through videos, just the thumbnail after thumbnail, and you just see some shit you were never, ever meaning to see, wanting to see, meant to see, and you just saw it, and you're like, oh, great. Now that's up there. Like, it just is. And then the more you don't want to think about it, you think about it. And then you're like, Jesus Christ, just dark corners of this weird ether, this fucking internet.
Well, I just wondered now, like I'm 27 and it's getting weird. I wonder what's going to take when I'm like 50 to get off. Like, is that why you need Viagra? It's not that your dick stops working physically. It's just a mental game at that point. And you're like, the shit that it needs to get this thing hard and get me off is way beyond anything that you can produce in a bedroom, like on a casual Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you start off like I used to just Google shit with chicks with big tits, like big titties were all I needed. Show me a girl shaking those things around when I was a kid. Oh yeah, that's all I wanted. To show big boobs shaking, and that was good enough for this guy.
Terrific.
Now let me tell you, we're not going to get that far. But on a side note, you want to get into this Maslow's hierarchy of needs I got into?
Tell me about it, man.
I don't really know a lot about it. I've just been looking up some motivational stuff. A lot of it was to do, I guess, with like Conor McGregor and just the way that he talked about how he created that moment with Aldo. Mm-hmm. And just that if you like believe in something and you really focus on it, you can create a moment, and like you have to be able to see it and believe in it before you can make it happen. So I've been kind of thinking more about like where I want my life to go and start to envision things and trying to think about what I need to do in order to get where I want my life to be. And so I started looking this up, and there's this Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And it's pretty cool, man. Like it starts off and it just shows you, it kind of reminded me of, you think we need to do like more space exploration? And then...
I'm saying that for years.
Yeah. This guy's he's been on it. Stinger knows that we need to get to Saturn. But the thing about space exploration for me is that I think it's really hard to go out there and get shit done. Like we have so many problems on Earth right now that need to be dealt with. I think you need to deal with that shit first before you start going elsewhere. That's why, like I always say, like if you're having troubles at home, it's really hard to get ahead out in the real world. Like if you're fighting with your spouse or your family at home and shit, you're not really going to make a lot of advancements in your life outside, because you need to make sure your home life is stable first before you start focusing energy elsewhere.
That one's tricky when you talk about Earth, though.
Well, it's a lot harder to settle that down, for sure. I always said I think the only thing that could bring us all together is like an alien invasion. Because
common enemy.
Yeah, if we have like one common enemy or like someone who's coming over to take over Earth, we're all just going to have to say, hey, listen up, guys. Like, I know you don't like me. We don't like you. We're going to have to buckle down here and beat the fuck out of these guys.
Yeah. But I don't think you can stop space exploration because I think one of the things that might change the whole game is if they can find a way to mine precious minerals we thought we didn't have a lot of that are capable of tremendous things. Somehow you can latch onto the right asteroid and get a mine. Do you think
we have a shortage of any of that though? Like, do you think if they just found out that there's more oil than ever, they're like, hey, we have enough oil to last us 2 million years, would that change something?
No.
I guess it would hopefully reduce the price so we could at least afford to fill up and we didn't have to drive those fucking hybrids anymore.
But maybe you can have some sort of nuclear...
Like some kind of new element that we've never discovered.
There's certainly that. But I couldn't hypothesize about that. I don't...
That's what I mean. I understand finding more minerals and resources is important, but I don't think that that's affecting our life right now.
The weird thing is, so many things like those diamond people. Fuck you with your diamonds. Like, if we find a bunch of diamonds, it's not doing anything for us.
Yeah,
we're fucked. Like, diamonds don't sell because there's diamond plated saws and stuff. There's those.
Yeah,
but plenty of diamonds left over for a bunch of.
Yeah,
fucking
diamond
broads.
They have to be like. There's got to be a use for them.
It's got to be a proper application.
It's the hardest material known to man. They say is diamond. So like, there's got to be something.
Well, they do, but that's all they really do. There's tip saws with it and use it to
crush more.
Get through other things.
Rock.
Yeah. But to fucking use it as jewelry, like it's not that valuable to find. I don't know what would be valuable to find out there, like some sort of crazy plutonium or uranium or some shit like that. Where it just now we got energy out the yin yang.
When they do that in those movies, where like I forget what movie it was, which is the one where he hides the diamonds, the blue streak. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he hides the diamonds, and they go over to and like they show that sack, and it's always like a little black like silky sack, and they just have diamonds in. They open it up, and if you gave me that, I'd be like, what the fuck do I do with this? Like, you give me those diamonds, I'm like, this is supposed to be.
Well, there's still work to be done
for your life. Like,
that,
now you got to figure out who's going to buy this. Like, do I just go down to De Beers down here? Just like, hey, yo, look what I got. Like, do you want these? They'll be like, yeah, we'll give you 10 grand. You're like, no, these are worth way more. They're like, go get more. Then you got to try to find someone who's going to give you that dollar for it.
Well, you would have to find somebody to look at it, tell you exactly what it is. Like whatever kind of fucking cut they're looking for, or how clean it is, or how clear this diamond is, how it refracts all the light. Like that's how they check it.
Yeah. What about reflecting it as well?
I'm not sure.
There's a difference between reflection and reflection.
Yeah, refraction.
Yep.
Yeah, refraction. It just like goes through the diamond, and then it'll separate the light into primary colors and stuff. But you get a guy to look at it like that, and then you would find out market value for it. And then you would it would probably be unreal. And then you just undercut market value by a little bit. And you'd find your solo buyer, I'm sure, if you're saving them 100 grand or if you're saving them, however, I don't know. I don't know what kind of diamond we're talking here. But I would never wear diamond earrings. I don't care if they were worth 10 grand a piece. I don't. Zero desire to do that.
I leave that up to like T.I. T.I.'s got that shit down. I don't, yeah, I couldn't do anything.
It just seems super antiquated, like old, where it's like, it was just the shiny.
But I'm just not a fan of jewelry, though. Like, look at either. Like, none of us have any jewelry on.
No.
We're real simple guys, eh?
We just said we're not fags. we might be fags.
We just went over this.
I can't give it away with the jewelry. I take my puka shell necklace off every time I step out into public. I just wear it in private.
And take your goddamn Ed Hardy t-shirt home, all right? You've been leaving it here for weeks. But back to this. So there's the 5 steps. There's actually a couple more, but it's like physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and then self-actualization. And it's a hierarchy of needs. And it's pretty cool because like the physiological, it starts off, he says, with you need like food, air, and water. Because if you don't have any of those 3, you're going to have issues. So you're not focusing on anything else. Those are your primary, your survival instincts.
So this is a hierarchy, not a pyramid.
Yeah, it's not a pyramid. They show this. Here you can see the illustrated pyramid.
The importance is at the base.
Yes.
Building towards the peak.
Yeah, but at the same time, he also in none of his papers ever referred to it.
Is this like
Abraham Maslow? It's a paper.
1943.
1943 paper theory of
Middle
human
of
motivation.
a fucking world war. I'm sure everybody wanted to hear that. First of all, physiologically, if you get shot, you're gonna be rattled. You don't have safety. If you think the Germans are coming, you're not gonna have anything.
Do you feel like you belong? Does the army make you feel belonged and loved? Because let me tell you, they love you. But if you lose your self-esteem, that love is going to need to be there. But no, so he never referred to it as a pyramid once. They drew this and it's just an illustration.
Right.
He never mentioned it like that. But the one thing I like, so then safety was another one. Like if you don't feel safe is a huge issue. Mm-hmm. But so safety needs like personal security, financial security, health and well-being, safety net against accidents, illness, and their adverse impacts. So he's like, yeah, in the absence of physical safety due to war, natural disaster, family violence, childhood abuse, people experience post-traumatic stress disorder, and transgenerational trauma. But then what was weird is they all affect each other in a way. So like love and belonging. And he says like belongingness, he's like, it's a need especially strong in childhood. Mm-hmm. And it can actually override the need for safety, which is witnessed in children who cling on to abusive parents. So a child will keep going back to a house where his parents are beating the shit out of him just because he needs to feel he belongs somewhere, that love. And I think that's where like gangs prey on those type of people, right? I think that's a huge thing for like gang mentality.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people that need to belong because it's a huge, so if you have like, it says right here, deficiency in it. Like due to hospital neglect, shunning, ostracism.
Yeah, like if you feel disenfranchised, human beings are super tribal. So somebody offers you, like today we're talking about the plot of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Like just how the whole thing is the guy choosing loyalty, respect, like feelings over this insane amount of logic he can.
Yeah.
He can.
Real smart dude.
And come up with. It doesn't mean as much to him as these other things do because it's more important than anything. Is basically I think what the movie's trying to get across.
Yeah.
Is that like these, no matter what, if you don't have these ducks in a row, happiness eludes you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're special or outstanding or really good at anything. Can't come from that kind of stuff.
I
saw
think
something
that's
interesting, similarly interesting.
Okay.
It's called a Kai Guy. It's this Venn diagram that this guy came up with, and it's IKIGAI. And then the image of it, and it's it makes a lot of sense, but it's kind of
it is pronounced Ikigai. I'm just kidding. What a bunch of fucking assholes. They spell it for you and then they say pronounced and they spell it the exact same way that it's spelled. Like you should give me I'm calling it Ikigai.
Well, I guess it's a Japanese word, which means a reason for being.
Oh, yes.
You kind of have to see it if you're listening.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely
see the Venn diagram for it to really.
What you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, what you're good at. Then you have passion, mission, profession. Is that a vocation?
So if you read the Venn diagram between what you can be paid for and what the world needs, that'll be your vocation. Versus what you can be paid for and what you're good at, that'll be profession. Versus what you're good at and what you love, that's your passion. And what you love and what the world needs should be your mission.
What does vocation mean? I should Google that because I have no idea.
Dartmouth Regional Vocational School.
Jesus. A strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation. So what the world needs. You going to Dartmouth
there, Rick? Yeah, maybe I am. What are you taking? Different things. Yeah, I found that kind of interesting, but like, who lives in this kind of harmony? Like, I don't. Sometimes I see people on the internet.
What do you mean this kind of harmony? Like, who had the time to come up with this and think of it?
Well, who executes these things like on the money all the time?
Like, who came up with this? Is what you're saying?
Well, who's actually putting
or
it into,
living their life like
yeah,
this. You
who's
mean?
actually putting the theory into practice?
Okay, I
Very
see.
well
Yeah,
done.
so like what you're good at, what you can be paid for. So that's your
Like,
profession.
I don't have a vocation. What the fuck are you talking
No.
about? But like, there's a good human supposed to have one. What am I over here, a piece of shit? I don't know.
It requires great dedication. A trade or profession.
This
I
is
have
the
one of those.
the one thing I struggle with most of my whole life is the understanding of knowing the right things to do and a lack of ability or willingness or motivation to put those things into practice. An absolute, as Arnold would say, you lack discipline all across the board. It's this weird.
But it's not.
It's almost like you're trying to pretend you don't know
would-
the right things to do, just because you know if you know them, then it's just like you're just someone
You're
not
just
holding
ignoring them.
You're just someone not holding themselves accountable. You're someone who can let themselves
Well,
down. It's self-defeatist.
I always wonder, like, because I think it would be super cool to do more humanitarian stuff. Like, I would love to go, like, if they need, like, clean up the ocean and, like, just go on a boat and go out there and just scoop shit out.
Yeah, but how much
out of
would
the
you
ocean.
love to do that?
I'd like to go. I would do it, like, for a month, a year, I think.
Yeah, but you can do that.
Huh?
You can do that.
I know, but how do you do it?
Well, you don't.
So do I quit
don't
my
know
job?
what-
So now I have to
Yeah.
quit my job to do it?
Well,
so
it's like
now
how
I'm-
much do you want
So
to do
now
it,
I'm
right?
going to lose my house
Yeah.
because I can't pay for my house to go and scoop shit out of the ocean, which no one's going to...
Well, you get 2 weeks.
Thanks, man.
It's vacation.
You use my vacation on that?
I don't know. How much do you really want to do it?
I know. Well, that's the thing.
Because I tell myself, I got to say it out loud. I don't really want to do it. I don't want to help a bunch of people, but I want the best for people.
I do want to help a bunch of people, and I would gladly do that. I just don't like I don't like the way. That's why I think like I'm really lining up my ducks in a row here to get ready to quit my job, so I can go and do more of this stuff while I'm young and still have time to do it. And then before a family comes along, you know that old fucking thing. Just watch Efforts for Family. Just the intro. The intro just illustrates how life gets thrown at you. So good. So I want to get all my ducks in a row, get doing that before I end up like Frank there from Efforts for Family. I kind of lost my train of thought after I started with Efforts for Family. But yeah, like going out and
Humanitarian
helping.
work.
Well, it's just you think that like there should almost be a leave for that. Like it should be like a government thing or something, or like it should be in place where like, okay, if this guy wants to go and help the world to make the world a better place for a month, we'll give him a month off of work.
Socialism,
to go and do
sir. In a weird kind of way.
But it's not.
Like extreme socialism. Conservative
But don't you
socialism?
think it would be awesome if everyone just pitched in a little bit every once in a while?
That's socialism.
Yeah, but I
To
think
a
I'm a
degree, like,
socialist.
Yeah, for
But
me,
it's
me
not,
too.
not like I
But,
don't know if I'm communist, but I'm really socialist. Like I'm really for the people.
Yeah, well, for like government-run programs, I'm for that.
Yeah.
But I'm also for snuffing corruption out of the government, which I think needs to be addressed. And that's like the fight.
But you
that's
for
the
corruption
argument.
out of the government, like you're thinking we don't need a government anymore. You think it's such an old system that we should get rid of it.
Not so much that, but like when you have the existence of government, people know that the government will be corrupt. That's why people argue against socialism. It's because I don't want to give my money to a bunch of people who are going to do something with it that like I don't know they're qualified to do, or they're not going to do like what I want
Like,
to do with
you
it.
think
Why do I have to do that?
as far as what? Like what do you mean? Like you're gonna give it to like welfare people? Like
Any of
Or you
these
just think
social programs where it's like, sort of if you have the most, you get the best. That's kind of capitalist.
right.
It's not. It's like better health care. You get to go to better schools. You get to like, but nobody wants that across the board. That's socialist. That's like Western Europe,
Yeah.
where you have public university, you have universal health care, you have all that stuff.
Right.
But your tax rate is above and beyond what anybody would really agree with. But you get all these things.
But that is like that's
And they're
like
important
Sweden,
pillars.
right? But that
Well, it exists in Germany. It exists in most Scandinavian countries as well, too. Yeah.
don't they say like though? But those socialist countries, they have the highest rate of suicide. I
Do
believe. I believe like Sweden's right up there. Like they say the. Sorry, I'm just typing this out right now. They say that the countries that have the most problems, like Africa, people aren't killing themselves in Africa. Greece has the lower.
But do they
take a
know
look.
what would cause it?
Well, I think it's to do with what the hell was it? I saw a thing on it, and it's to do with like your when you just have shit too easy, you just have too much free time. You don't have that fulfillment, that drive, because you just like the free time. I don't really know how to explain it. I'd have to come back to this and look
You're
it
just
up.
an affluent society. It's totally possible, but I don't know if it would be symptomatic of a good economy that suicide just automatically comes with it. But I can see people who
like look at the highest suicide rate, South Korea. Oof. 24 people out of every 100,000.
Poor buggers.
Is this like this is from 2005?
Hungary?
But is this
Jesus, Hungary, relax.
Is this yearly or what?
Why are you guys all choked up?
Where's Hungary? Oh, yeah, they're at 21.
Czech Republic?
Greece, 2.9.
12.7. It's cold there.
Canada, we're clocking in at a 10.2 up here.
It is. I could see like affluent societies or societies that are.
Oh, dude, we're worse than the States. More people up here killing us than them. I think that's a fake number. They just cheated. They rounded that down, or we rounded up.
Suicides per 100,000 people.
But yeah, I think that like Mexico 4.4. Where's Africa? I want to see. They don't even put
It'd be
Africa
easier to
on
like
here
do drugs
no
and get drugs.
Ever
and stuff,
killed
right?
themselves in Africa.
And how do they? Yeah, I don't know. Those are tricky polls, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm not sure how you go with that. Like, what about all those places like?
Here you go.
Where all they do is put like, sweatshop after sweatshop down the row. Those people just tough it out every day.
Here's looks more formal.
Just going to work. Looks more formal.
Syria has the lowest suicide rate.
That's a lie.
Straight up.
Saudi Arabia.
There's got to be a fair amount of suicide bombers over there. Does that not count or what?
I doubt it.
They're not counting that. You son of a bitch.
Flawed.
But see, like, look at all of these.
Kangaroo court.
Bahamas, Jordan, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Iraq. Like, these are all like
that is the worst fucking vacation you ever been on. Those countries you just named up? Yeah, we're going to stop at Jordan, then we're going to go over to Sudan.
Jesus.
God, it's tricky over there, man.
But yeah, these more developed countries, I think that
got my last paycheck of the year today.
Yeah, saw your net.
And you realize you're in like that top 3% of people.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have problems. Like, you really aren't.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, man. You almost want to move to the Sudan just so you can complain a little bit. Like, yeah, it's fucking bullshit around here. Just to get a little out because you feel like you're just somebody yelling at a wall. Like, you're just useless when you're complaining over this stuff. I don't know. It's fucked.
Yeah, well, it's really, I don't know. And I think
try telling somebody they don't have problems. Everybody's got problems.
I think some people, though, like, there's some people out there, they're professional victims, man. Like, they have what have I been saying? They have a problem for every solution. You ever meet someone like that? You offer them, like, they're bitching about something, and then you come up with a solution for it.
And, you know how long it took me to figure that out?
And he will tell you why that solution won't work.
Not he, she. Girls don't want solutions. And it's rude to give them to them because they don't want that. And, like, it's not wrong what they're doing because people vent. I found that out. People need to get shit out.
Yeah.
Never identified with that, but I get that it's like a real it's a positive thing, but it's like a popular thing too. More people do it than they don't. It's like
I found that with the grieving process once. It was like I just wanted to talk, but it was like I didn't expect anyone to give me any input back. Yeah. Like there was nothing in like it was the loss of a loved one, so it's like there's no one can really say anything. Like,
being able to just talk to yourself makes you feel not normal because it seems like venting to think. It seems like venting to me. I don't know. It must have the same, like, it has the same desired effect. I just can't distinguish what's what. Yeah. Obviously, talking to someone is making noises with your mouth and talking.
Yeah.
But it's like the process is still going on up there of whatever it is that you're getting through when you're going over whatever you're trying to process.
Yeah.
But that being said, I haven't come face to face with real personal death yet. Yeah. I know it's coming down the line, but I don't know. It's come like pretty close, but I'm pretty sure that like I kind of grieved recently, and I kind of figured out that I've pre-grieved everybody in my life.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
I think it has something to do with my disposition, like why I'm just a little bit not on the jolly side. Like, it just doesn't shine through. Like I'm
Right.
kind of walking around with this idea that everybody's gonna die. Like, once I found that out,
Yeah.
I never
But you live your
really
life.
let it go.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, fuck, that's right. And it's just, then you carry that knowledge the whole way through, where it's like, yeah, I know you love that person, but guess what? That dog dies.
Yeah.
And your grandma goes away, and then car accidents happen, and disease is a real thing. Like, I'm
But
not naive about anybody dying. I'm not naive about it. I get that some are tragedies when they go too young, and some are natural celebrations when they go old. Mm-hmm. But no naivety at any turn where it's like, oh, why or how or...
Yeah.
I think I've somehow
Yeah, well, you prepared yourself.
I've prepped it all.
Yeah.
In this weird way where it kind of makes you a little melancholy.
Yeah.
Like, overall.
But you live your life like that, though. Like, you never get too high or too low. You kind of just seem to keep yourself on an even keel, where you won't get super excited about stuff, but then by not getting super excited about stuff, you never seem to get super down about anything.
Right.
So you just kind of seem to keep your life with this, like, monotone, like, teacher explaining a class. You're like, what were those little things, those little nature documentaries? And now the wildebeest. The wildebeest has been searched. I can't even think of something to say about wildebeest. Where are they from? Africa?
Yeah, they're out there. For sure.
Fuck those.
On the Serengeti.
Oh, I watched that stupid thing. Is any of that spiders making webs on drugs real?
No.
It's all fake, eh?
All of it.
Damn it.
Damn.
What about the crap?
What about the?
Huh?
Make sure we're running.
Oh yeah, we are. We're going 40 minutes.
That's terrific.
Wrong. Did you see the one with the crack cocaine spider?
Yeah.
The crack cocaine spider thought that making webs was for suckers.
Yeah.
So he waited for the caffeine spider to tire out, and then he put a cap in his ass. Love it.
Yeah, they're doing that weird thing with spiders and goats now. I think I already told you about that.
No, not at all.
Where they crossbred spiders with goats.
To make like their super strong stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of their milk. So the goat's milk has spider silk in it, and then you dehydrate the milk, and what's left is the spider silk, and that's how they're harvesting it.
And it's super strong?
It's the strongest thing they can find.
Like stronger than steel cable?
Yeah.
So we're going to start making suspension bridges out of it?
I don't think you can harvest it like that.
Dude, that'd be so dope.
But if they can replicate it synthetically somehow,
yeah,
you probably have to grow it or somehow through the cells. Mm-hmm. But
I like where this is going.
Apparently it's ridiculously flexible and like bulletproof, right? So imagine you could just put on Under Armour and it's real Under Armour. Mm-hmm. Like it's on, like you can Clark Kent that shit. Well, for real.
I don't know. Well, I guess, yeah. So it doesn't stretch?
What if he shot you in the face?
Yeah. What if he shot you in the face?
It's a chance we're willing to take.
It would just look hilarious if a guy's like plowed up into a snowbank and you're like, oh, hang on, buddy, I'll give you a tow. And you get out and you pull out this little strand of string and just wrap it around his bumper.
Hold on to that.
It's like, God, what are you doing? Fuck off. And you start tugging and this thing's not breaking.
Put a bowl line in there.
You always want to do a bow line.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. Like if it can be cut easily or if it like it has to be woven a certain way for it not to, like to be able to stop a bullet or something.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking like a bullet might not go through it, but a bullet's gonna make it stretch.
Yeah,
and your body
break your ribs. Or whatever.
It's just gonna keep pushing in on your body, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like this shirt, you don't have to go through this shirt to kill me. If you just hit this shirt and it just goes through my ribs.
Remember all those weird ways they said someone could kill you?
Like, I used to think
like in Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze rips out that guy's throat. Everyone's like, he killed him, and that's why he's all down on himself. He's dealing with stuff. He killed a man. He had to. He was gonna die. It was him or him. Or like the one where they said somebody could reach through your armpit and grab your heart and fucking stop it. I was like, what? Or the Kill Bill shit, where you take like 8 steps or whatever, and you just take a knee, and then you're finished.
Yeah.
You didn't see Kill Bill?
No.
Not a Tarantino guy?
No. I saw a Tarantino movie. I saw the one Death Proof.
Death Proof?
Yeah. This car is death proof. The funny thing is,
classic.
You gotta be in this seat.
It's weird how some directors have like they call it like their muse, like the one actor they use all the time, and there's like those pairings. Yeah. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Scorsese, Ridley Scott, Russell Crowe, and then like Johnny Depp, Tim Burton, Tom Hanks, and Steven Spielberg. Like it's this.
So go on.
constant thing where they do these movies like
Yeah.
and then I don't even know who.
But that's just two buddies working together at that point.
Sort
isn't
of.
it?
Well, they're people that are able to make the
I know
pictures they want to
This
make.
guy will do what I want him to do.
But Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence are coming out in another movie. Who needs that?
What is it?
This Joy movie? Just another movie where you're like, they're playing someone else now? Like, because sometimes it baffles me.
They're playing someone else now?
It baffles me that anybody buys an actor in these extra, like more than like a handful of roles. Like if Matt Damon's Jason Bourne, like how do you buy him as anybody else?
Right.
Or like Pierce Brosnan's James Bond all the time. Like, how does he get to do anything else? But you just buy it, like because you just kind of suspend your disbelief and you have an understanding of it, but you lose yourself in it.
Yeah. Okay, he's not actually. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but these like normally there's some sort of magic between that, like those pairings I just said, like the director and the star. But like Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, what are they doing that they keep making that movie? Like their box office numbers must fucking kill because the studios are just like, yep, get them in another one, get them in another one. Like people must love it. I haven't really tracked the numbers. Like I know they get a lot of good acclaim, like for Silver Linings Playbook and American Hustle was like a little weird, but it was people like
know any of the movies they've been in together.
Yeah, well, that's just.
But I don't think I know who they
all
are.
the time. Bradley Cooper is.
I think I know Bradley Cooper. Is he the guy that everyone wants to be? Is he the guy from Limitless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to be Tom Hardy. That's what everybody wants to be right now.
I better look him up.
I'm sure everybody wants to be Leo, really, but Tom Hardy's the shit
Tom
right
Hardy?
now. He was.
He played in Lawless, right?
Oh yeah, he's in everything, man.
Yeah, he was the guy from Lawless.
He was in Inception. He was in the fucking.
Oh,
Batman
he's the guy from
movie.
Mad Max too.
Oh yeah, he's in everything, dude. He was just in that movie,
Warrior.
a new movie, The Revenant.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
With Leo.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good at it.
Is he?
So, like, he plays the antagonist, like the villain, kind of, and he makes you hate him so fucking much. Like, that movie's dark. Yeah. It's dark as dark. There's not a ray of fucking sunshine in that whole thing. It makes you realize, like, why did anybody want to be alive back then? Like, just in the period it's set in, it looks like horseshit. And he plays this, just a son of a bitch, just a classic son of a bitch. Yeah. And by the end of it, you want to see him die so much. And they just get into this, like, the shots they had, the cinematography, like the way they shot things continuously, like for a while. And like you see, like I caught myself trying to picture like what the cameraman's doing here. If there was like a third person camera. Yeah. Like this cameraman has to be on some sort of crazy vehicle to be getting all these shots. Yeah. And keeping up with it. And like, just trying to picture them yelling cut in the middle of like these goddamn things. Like just kind of. Do it again. And they got to bring everybody back. Like there's 20, 25 people all choreographing in this one shot, this battle scene where it's like, it's so well done. They're running from these Indians. Like the gangs of Indians would show up and because they were poaching pelts and they would come up and steal their pelts. Kind of, it was like gangs. Mm-hmm. But they're these fur traders or whatever. And they're getting away from this ambush. So they get in their boat and they're riding horses like in the shallow water and then jump into the boat. And they like look back and it's so well shot. Like you see the Indians coming for them and you're like, holy fuck. It's like first person. And then you see this whole bunch of Indians coming the other way. Like you knew, like they had backup coming. Yeah. Because they're like, no, let's stay in front. No, we got to get out of here. Get in the boat. And then they see this other bunch of Indians coming and like they're just getting away like a bad dream. Right, yeah. And you're like, holy fuck, this is good. Yeah. And it's all dark. It's all, there's not.
You see it in theaters?
No, I've stolen.
You have the evidence here, folks.
Just talk like I love movies. Hey, yeah. I burned you and I still want my money back.
Burned you and I still want my money back. Fucking Warfield.
Yeah, dude. Look at that guy's fucking discography.
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
That guy doesn't miss. Like, hasn't in a while. Leo doesn't miss. Leo's never missed,
But you look at these. Like, I'm looking at this. What's this? Gideon's daughter?
Gideon's daughter.
Get it out, bud. Get it out. Flood.
Sweeney Todd, though.
But, like, it's weird because
Sergeant Slaughter. Sick.
EMR. Was. Like, you look LD50.
Look where it picks up, though. Go, like, left.
I know, but here's what I'm just
Mad Max
thinking. When you get to it, though, like, it just shows the progression of an actor. Like, you start out, this guy probably just started with acting, right? And then, like, you get in, like, a couple of these shit movies, and people are like, oh, like, good job. Yeah. Like, oh, you're really doing it. And then, like, look at it, though. Like, he just his stick-to-itiveness here. By the time he got to 2001, he's in Black Hawk Down. How do you go from Black Hawk Down and then later you end up doing Mary Antoinette?
He's
Rock
just
and
a
roll.
handsome son of a bitch. I think that gets you in the door.
Yeah, I think that really does.
But that Legend
To
movie
me, he
right there,
looks like an
that Legend
idiot.
movie, he plays twin brothers, and it's him, and
As
you,
both
they
of
don't
them?
even seem like the same people. They kind of look like they're a little bit different. The way
Well,
he sells
are they
two
the
different
s-
characters the whole movie, you're like, this guy's a bad motherfucker.
You know who?
It's like you're showcasing your skills. I heard Eddie Murphy talk about that one time.
Where he played everyone in
Yeah,
Big
out
Mama?
of spite. He said, I did that because they were writing me off. And I was like, listen, I might have made some bad movies or some bad choices, like whatever. But you're writing off my talent. And he's like, I did that. It was like, because as if to say, nobody in this town can do this, is what he was saying. Like, nobody can do
Yeah.
this. And I'm just going to make this movie to show you that.
Yeah.
So don't ever forget. So it's like a silly ass movie, The Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
But it has this huge, deep, like, fuck you behind it.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Like a family movie.
Yeah, like, well, and you're like, this guy is undeniable. Like, you listen to that guy talk right now, and it's like he's never lost a step, a day of being like a comic, a funny actor, comedic actor. The whole deal, like, he could do it all. He got Saturday Night Live when he was 19. Saved the show. Was only
Eddie
there
Murphy?
1 year. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there for 1 year. Brought back SNL like out of the grave, and then left a year later and was the biggest thing in the whole world. Show business wise, still a lot of crazy shit going on then. Berlin Wall,
Well, when was he doing like his Berlin Wall?
Bosnian
When was
War,
when was like Raw and Delirious shot?
late
Guess I can
80s,
look that up.
87. 87 was Raw. So Delirious was probably
83 was Delirious and 87 was Raw. Yeah.
5 years.
This
in between?
guy here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, quite a while. This guy here,
Who's this?
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce.
I don't know him. I just had to Google him to figure him out. He plays the bad guy
I don't
in
recognize
Lawless.
him from anything.
No.
No, that's cool.
Okay. Have you seen Lawless?
No,
No.
not in
you're,
its entirety.
you're gonna want to see, like you're talking about how this guy Tom Hardy makes himself super hated. Like you just want to see him die.
Mm-hmm.
This Guy Pearce guy in that movie Lawless. I've never been so mad at someone in my life through a screenplay. Like he's just a fucking piece of shit. And you're just like, I want to see this guy fucking die. Because he plays a really tough guy role too. He's coming into town as a special agent to start taxing the moonshiners. Because these guys are moonshiners. And he's coming in. And these guys are just a bunch of good old boys. And this guy is supposed to come in and make sure that they're paying him a bunch of money. And they're like, fuck you, we're paying you. Well, he goes around and starts beating them all up.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, and you're like, what a fuckhead. Like the way he beats up Shia LaBeouf in the movie. You're like hey, he doesn't look like a tough fucking guy.
Right.
Like you line me up with Guy Pearce, I'm knocking him out like 6 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like been a couple movies like that. I watched 12 Years a Slave.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Can we get a weight on this guy? We got a height of 1.8 meters. What's that? I think I got him there. Definitely got him.
fucking, I don't even know the kid's name, but he shows up as, and he's just this, like, little white guy. And he just starts whipping this black guy who would just turn him inside out.
Yeah.
And the black guy just doesn't do anything about it. Like, he just kind of knows his property or whatever, and this is the way things go. And you're just like, holy fuck. Like, the amount of restraint that existed.
Yeah.
But for those black people, like, even if you watch Django,
Well, yeah.
it's like there must have been 50 guys out there with guns if you're going to have 100 well-fed, trained black guys out there doing hard labor all day, every day.
Yeah.
And you're fucking chirping them, whipping them, hitting them.
Yeah.
I'd have an army.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Well, that's like even.
But, like, you beat anybody down enough and they
remember Gladiator?
break somebody mentally. It's crazy.
The black guy in Gladiator, I always thought, like, why doesn't he just bust out of that cage? Because in Gladiator, when they're like hauling him between towns or whatever, and they first pick up, is it
Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Is that him? Yeah. When they first pick him up, and he wakes up and he's got like the slugs in his cut, and the black guy's sitting there, he's like, no, leave it, they'll clean it. And I looked at that guy, I was like, Jesus Christ, that guy's huge. and he's locked up in the cage with him, and
Dude.
the cage is made out of like a wooden wicker basket. You're like, just give that thing a leg kick.
How
and
about
you're
that guy in
out.
Blood Diamond?
I haven't seen Blood Diamond. I heard Blood Diamond's really good, though.
It's crazy good. Leo's so good in that one too. Like again, that guy
Has Leo never won an Oscar still?
hasn't, and none of his movies miss, man. You look at all his movies for the last
Is he just
decade.
blackballed? Is it? Do you believe in?
No,
You don't.
not for him.
No.
Everybody loves that guy.
But do you believe in those? You know who I'm thinking
I
of?
can't say that. How the fuck do I know? But he.
The Illuminati.
Mhm.
Do you believe in the Illuminati?
No.
Because apparently, like that's what the people like. There's a whole theory behind that with Paul Walker dying on that, eh?
I'm sure there is for sure.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like what, like how does this Illuminati thing still even come up?
Well, people want to believe it, man. You want to know something else going on here. And
Because everyone says Jay-Z. Like when you hear Illuminati, you think Jay-Z. It's weird.
well, everybody thinks Jay-Z and Beyonce was just this thing where it's like it was done for power above all else.
Illuminati are clearly Illuminati. And this is coming to you from bustle.com. Hopefully Bustle doesn't
Don't shut us down.
I was just gonna
Save our
say,
shit. Get out of
please
here,
don't
Bustle. Fuck
fucking
off.
shut down our goddamn website like the goddamn bear eating the guy's face. Are you in the market for a new conspiracy theory? If so, go to bustle.com because we will not read it on the air to you.
Where are we at here?
We're ready to shut it down. We got a party to go to anyway, right?
The bouncing. I'm gonna get you ready for the ball.
And I hope all you guys are having a hell of a party out there tonight.
That's it. It's over. 2015.
I think I'm going to talk like this all the way
What have
into the
you
new
done?
year.
What have you
Like,
done?
Hey, what do you mean? I really want to do like a Conor McGregor. Like, hello, my name is Conor McGregor. I'm the greatest Irish fighter of all time. You may have fought other people, but you've never fought someone like me before. Once you step into the ring, I will annihilate you with my left hook. You can try and throw the right hand. I will slip. I will dodge. I will land the left hook, and you will go to sleep. It'll be over very fast. I always have to start when I want to talk in that accent. I have to start by saying my name is Conor McGregor. I can't just get into it right now. I don't know if I could. Oh, yeah, you can. Don't know if I could do it, but I think I could. Because you just got to believe in something. If you really believe in it, then it'll become true. I think I can talk like that because I'm Scottish. So I think it's in there. It's in me to have that talk. Because I can't do any other accents.
No.
No. But I can talk a bit like that. It seems a bit natural. Maybe I should go over there. Have a good time, eh? They don't say "eh," do they? Fuck, I fucked it.
Sold it out.
People caught me. Okay, anyway, people, it was, thanks for listening and tuning in to us. I hope you guys had an awesome 2015. I know I did, and Michael sure did. Michael's grown a lot. He used to be 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Is that right? 8 ounces, 8 ounces?
6 pounds, 8 ounces.
6 pounds, 8 ounces.
So was Wayne Gretzky, by the way.
Okay. So anyway, you guys, thanks a lot, and keep smiling out there.
Peace.
Fuck you.